First came Earth. Then came man. Then came drum jams.
The second song?
I was like,
You made that up.
Oh, that was it? Y'all just wrote that on the spot?
Yeah, the second one.
The second one?
Yeah.
I got a melody and everything. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, he just came over the head and everything.
Have you ever been in the same situation where you had to create so many songs for a live event in such a short period of time?
Not necessarily create songs, but I've had to learn songs in a short amount of time. Particularly for this Jay-Z gig that I had. Initially, I don't know how it happened, but I wasn't the first drummer because I was gone. I was in Poland doing some shows, and they had called me to the gig, but I was unavailable, and I didn't think that, you know, I would get back in enough time before they started rehearsals and everything like that. So I got back, and Nissan Stewart, who was a great friend of mine, also at DW in Dorsey, he knows everybody. Anybody knows him, he knows everybody, and he pretty much put me on the gig. And I got a message from him. I checked all my messages as soon as I landed in the United States, and I had a message from him. You got to get back to me, Tony. We need you here for this rehearsal. And then another message comes up. You got to get here, dog. And then next thing you know, he says we have somebody already. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just missed this tour with Jay-Z. That's about to be crazy. And then I was leaving, I think, Atlanta, and I was getting on the plane to go back to LA, and I got a call from Nissan while I was getting ready to check my bags in. He was like, where are you at right now? And I was like, I'm at the airport getting ready to go home. And he was like, what do you mean, get ready to go home? Where are you going? I'm going to LA. Do not get on any planes. I was like, why? I just booked this ticket. If I miss this plane, it's going to be void. I'm not going to get my money back. What's going on? Tell me what's happening. We might need you to do this thing, this tour, because the other drummer, something happened. He had some other engagements that he was committed to, and that was going to be in the middle of the tour, and you really couldn't miss any dates of this tour. There was so much stuff going on. So he said, are you going to be available for this amount of time, number one? I was like, yeah. The only thing I have is this gig in Spain or something like that, but if I do this tour, then I could possibly cancel that one, maybe, if they'll allow me, let them know what's going on. He was like, you can't be doing anything, you have to do this tour. I was like, cool. He's like, okay, let me call you back in 10 minutes. I was like, dog, I have to check in my bags. If I don't check in my bags, it's going to be over. So he says, okay, I'm going to call you back. Just hold on. I was like, okay. And I'm sitting. And the next thing you know, the airline calls. It's his last call to be checked in, for this particular flight. And I was like, oh, my gosh. So I'm getting my bags. I was like, he's not going to call back. I'm starting to check in my bags. The lady printed out my tickets and everything to put on the bag. And next thing you know, before she threw it onto the, what do you call that? Conveyor belt. Before she threw it on there, I got a call. And I said, hold up. Hey, don't throw that on me yet. Wait 1 second. She was like, okay, what's the problem? I said, hold on. He was like, Tony, okay, we need you. We're about to book you a ticket. Where you at? Matter of fact, go to Delta. And Delta was right next to the airline I was flying. He was like, it's already booked. Your plane ticket is booked. And you'll be coming here in a few hours. So I'll see you then. I was like, what? I don't even get to go home, all my bags and everything. I just got back from Poland. Like, what is happening? And so that's what happened. I got my bags back, and I went and checked in, and I flew to New York, and I did this tour with him, which was crazy. And I only had 2 days to learn like 20 songs. 20. And it's not easy. Like playing hip-hop, people think that that's probably one of the easiest things to play. It's not even about you playing the beat. It's about your feel, and also the most important things are like the drops and stuff that's in the song. That's what gives hip-hop, its flavor. You know what I'm saying? You're playing, you have maybe the hi-hat that drops out on a section, then you have to come right back in, and your bass dropping out and breaks. It's one of the hardest things that I had to ever do, because I'm not playing or feeling through it, comfortably and being creative. You're playing the record, you know what I'm saying? And that was a great experience for me, being able to really lock that down, and that's helped me with my pocket, definitely. So when I get into a setting like that, I'm comfortable. I'm ready. I can play with a snare like Questlove, bass drum, floor tom, hi-hat, and one big crash, and just lay it the whole night and be fine. But to go back to what you asked, yes, I had to learn like 20 songs in like 2 days. So, I mean, I got it done. You know, you have to do what you have to do to make sure that check is in your account.
Gold bottles of that ace of spade. Why you fuck with these other dudes? They all snitch.
Listen, first of all, I want to do a quick introduction real quick. You feel me? First of all, you already know my boy Clarence Hill, the keyboard player, part of ASAP. It's my man's Donnie Scants, man. We goes way back. This was some earlier project. He's a famous producer, works with everybody. Incredible music. He's an incredible producer, man. Very talented. We have I think he kind of kicked me out. I'm not sure yet, but we're this band called SOE, State of Emergency. It's crazy. Incredible writers, musicians. He plays everything. I'm probably going to be playing drums here now that I'm on the camera. He's going to say that.
No, now that you have just called me for the first time in like 5 years.
I don't want to hear it. He's going to go off right now.
Camera and he's
going to go off right now. Come on. And then he said, take the mohawk. It's a movement. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, but I just wanted to kind of introduce him a little bit. He's about to play some music. You know what I'm saying? See what happens.
We're going to get into some things.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
Here, why don't you take my chair?
Oh, really?
You giving up the chair?
That's crazy. Giving up the chair? Wow. Oh. Oh.
That's serious.
That's definitely serious. That never happens.
Did you know my brother? What you know, man?
Huh?
Where we start? Just lay a foundation. Tempo you want?
That's crazy. Whatever that tempo is. Way faster than that. Yeah. It's hard to do it when you have professional producers and stuff in the room. Everything. Just an upcoming producer like myself.
Whatever.
This dude pimping up around the world, Ludacris, Aaliyah, work with everybody, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Doing it. Doing it.
out the studio. A good friend of mine is Dottie Scants. Basically, man, it's just somewhat like a reunion. And, you know, as time goes on, you hope that the next time you see somebody that's doing bigger and better things, they accomplish new goals. And, you know, every time I come back to see this guy, he always has some new material or something new that's going on, or did something bigger than the last project that he did, and it's just great to hear new music. And I really think it's time now, and I think the music industry needs something like this. You know, you know, things are not really going too well. People are falling off. You're hearing a lot of the repetitive music. It seems like people are kind of running out of ideas. And there's so many talented people out there, but you know, it's hard to sometimes build your own identity. Whenever you do a project, anything, it's whether it's major or minor, it's risk taken. I don't know. I just feel as if they're making, you know, you make sacrifices when you know, take on projects like this, because you never know how it's going to do. But just the support is incredible, and everyone backing me and everybody's for the project. I think it's going to turn out very well. I think it's going to turn out excellent. This is a great mini vacation as well. I mean, I'm still working, but I don't consider the drums work unless I'm playing for 3.5 hours straight, non-stop, hard like a madman. That's not even work, that's fun, but that's as close to work as you're going to get from me. Ooh.
place, but you missed it.
I missed it?
Yeah, you played it in the wrong place.
Oh!
You all missed it. Me and him are cool, and you guys.
Y'all flipped the. Yeah, somewhere in there, y'all flipped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's gonna be hot, man.
and it's okay.
My fault. I think I threw it right.
I didn't like that. I was like, no. And then you was
No,
like,
I was like, that's why I was like, nah, don't think I was talking to him.
So everybody watch me. I'll give it to you.
It's going down. Do you feel that's a nice camera right there? Don't leave it laying around. Oh, excuse me. You ready? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
I didn't get it either. The signal was bad, man.
Yeah.
You gotta go like, yo!
Do you know what? I did this. Oh! Doing all y'all solos, and y'all still missed the intro, like when you're supposed to come in.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I don't
You
stuff
didn't
like
either?
that.
Most of the band concerts we feature on Drum Channel, we film either in our own studio or live on location. This is a real special event. It was actually filmed back in 1982. It's Buddy Rich and his band in concert, featuring classic Buddy tunes like Bugle Call Rag, Birdland, Greensleeves, Dancin' Men, West Side Story, and Love for Sale. They've never before been seen. The unique thing is the way that we edited these tunes. We've picked every possible shot that was on Buddy. We've done 4 different audio versions so that you can hear the full mix of the band, the drums hot with the band soft, the band hot with the drum soft. If you'd want to play along, you could take the version of the drum soft with the band hot. And we did a slow motion version also. Buddy Rich up close. It's the director's cut. It's the drummer's only cut, which is what we're talking about. It also includes, however, some never before seen rehearsal footage of Buddy discussing how to play with Love for Sale, and he stops the band and discusses how he wants it played. Buddy Rich up close. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.
I got the idea of doing the concert this year because it's been 10 years since we've done one. The reason that this show is different this year is because we've asked people to come and not only play Buddy tunes, but to do something from their own repertoire. And I think that that sort of sets it apart from, you know, not just being a drum show or not just being a concert, but it's sort of a combination of everything.
Thank you, Mr. Chambers, and Terry, I really appreciate it.
It's
and
really our pleasure.
Don, and I'm just gonna go down. Everyone, you feel me? Word.
Right there? Ah!
It was like watching Billy Cobham again.
Hi, Neil Peart here, and welcome to the Drum Channel. It's an exciting new horizon for the interchange of drummers.
What got me started on the drums was watching the Beatles.
And all that prepared me
for when I came to join the Chili Peppers.
It's like been a dream of mine to get my favorite Zappa drummers together and have us all just talk about our experience.
But even from day to day in the studio, you know, wow, I killed it, and you listen back, you're like, let's try this again. I know exactly where I went wrong. You know what I mean?
I wanted to be in a band from the second I heard, you know, I got into rock and roll.
What's up? I'm Matt McGinley from Gym Class Heroes here on the Drum Channel.
I'm the Butcher, and I play drums in the Academy Is.
My name is Chris Arredondo. I play drums for the Briggs.
Hey, it's Jordan from Azalea Dying.
Let's see, I've been playing drums for about 12 years now.
Welcome to the Chad Smith Show. It's a show where Chad Smith does whatever he wants with whoever he wants.
Now here's a really high bound stroke. Same tone, a little bit higher, and a little bit louder.
Let me demonstrate some of these shuffle patterns.
Once you've mastered a few of these basic figures, you will find that they're applied over and over again in rhythm.
And make sure that you hit the kick drum exactly the same time as my BlackBerry is going off.
To share all this stuff and to learn stories and experiences and all, I mean, there's no money in the world that can pay for this.
Education, music, conversation, you know, just a dialogue among drummers of all kinds and a chance for them to meet each other, if not personally, at least electronically, and promises to be a kind of a great new talking drum channel, a chance for all of us to converse and share all around the world.
My dream was to be a rock musician. When I would see a drummer, I would always ask questions and they would show me.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers, the other musicians in my band, we trust each other. He starts a bass line, and back then we were all about fast, hard funk slap, and John is just playing as hard as he can, and I'm going to
Hey, I'm Alon Rubin. And I started playing drums when I was about 7 or 8 years old.
My name is Chris Arredondo. I play drums for the Briggs. So we are here in Ventura, California at Warp Tour.
Hey, it's Jordan from Azalea Dying.
What's up? I'm Matt McGinley from Gym Class Heroes here on the Drum Channel. I'm here to show you my tour bus and all its lavishness and glory.
I'm so excited to be a part of Warp Tour. Like, even as a kid, it was like, this was like the highlight of my summer.
We're hanging out at the Extreme Thing Festival in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Derek and I play drums in Chiodos. And we actually just got done playing probably about 2 minutes ago.
What's going on, Las Vegas? Hi, I'm Jordan Burns, and I play with a band called Strung Out.
played with lots of bands, met lots of cool people, and let's rock and roll. We're here in Las Vegas playing with Bad Religion.
Playing tonight and tomorrow night, Friday and Saturday, here at the House of Blues. I have been in Bad Religion for about 7 years.
Welcome to the Chad Smith Show. It's a show where Chad Smith does whatever he wants with whoever he wants. Hopefully, he won't make your mother upset, and he'll talk about drums with nice language. But then again, you just never know what will come out of his mouth. Consider yourself warned. Enjoy.
This is Chad's bullshit hour.
Take 9.
I get inspired by skateboarding just because, like, you know, they land a trick. You know, like, they actually have to, like, do and clip. You know what I'm saying? And that came from skateboarding, just like, golly, that fool landed that with hella style. Like, you know what I mean?
That's beautiful,
like, everything's just, like, it works together, and it's because it's art.
I was playing drums when I was 13. Before I was playing the trumpet in an orchestra for socialist-like kind of
marching band.
Marching band, yeah. Music I liked, AC/DC, Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, that was that time.
And I stood right in front of the, you know, the front head, and I could feel the air move and the vibration and the thunderous sound of that kick drum and the beat, the rhythm, the music, you know, the visual experience and everything. I was hooked.
It's like been a dream of mine to get my favorite Zappa drummers together and have us all just talk about our experience, which was such a seminal experience for all of us.
First came Earth. Then came man. Then came drum jams.